It's always something. It's always fucking something. God damn it. Anyways, but yeah, Heartlight's back, and I'm very excited. Because y'all get to see all the new stuff that's on here. Because Heartlight's on the latest version. Which you usually don't get to see on most of my streams, because most of my streams are on Hereafter. And Hereafter is stuck on 1.20.1. So, it's time for some good old, mostly vanilla. I really like my data packs. Don't ever touch my data packs. Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. I did not turn off the goober. Why turn off also, I'm back in the pirate skin. Y'all haven't seen this in a minute. Yahar, 2014 is only 3 months away. Yahar. But yes, we are back on Heartlight. For those who have never seen Heartlight before, I shall give you the tour. So, to start off, let's go this way. This way in my boat because I'm a pirate. Over here, we have Autumn's platform, balcony, thingy. I don't know what it is. She's told me. I forget. Because I'm not very smart. But yes, Autumn's area. And of course, Autumn is the village's blacksmith. So she has her little smithy right here. Ring for service. Autumn! Autumn, get on the server! Autumn! Here is my little pumpkin farm. I literally built this just for Bowie. Because Bowie's obsessed with pumpkin pie. So I was like, okay, I need a source of pumpkins. Cows. I recently carried these pigs in with my Happy Gast. Because I got one of those, because they're my new favorite mob. Barrel for wheat, all my sheep. Floob. We love Floob. We got some wheat, cactus, sugarcane. Oh yeah, the heart groves. I think this one is a hardcore grove. Yes, this is the hardcore heart grove. And if we continue in this direction, we have the mine. Floob. We have our little lava thingy, or lava trough. The trough for lava. And that fuels the super smelter. Let me. Bop, 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 bop. And it is now fueled. Anyways, here is our cave spider spawner. As you can see, I decorated the inside. I turn it off, or the lights off, that turns it on. I turn the lights on, it turns it off. We also have our enchantment set up, lapis and some books up here. This is where you kill the spiders. We have arachnophobia, which is just the Bane of Arthropod sword. It's me, one of the 4 people that uses Bane of Arthropods unironically. Over here, we have Slimbo Slimeby Chunk Bunk. This is a slime chunk, I think. I'm not entirely certain. I saw a slime spawn here like twice. And then I cleared it out, and I haven't seen a slime spawn. So maybe I'm crazy? Eh. Oh yeah, and you can see one of the data packs here, the catenary data pack, which lets me hang a bunch of stuff that goes swoop. And I really like it. It's like my favorite data pack, one of. It's second only to armor statues. Now we go back up. Because the mine's also down there, but the mine's a lot less impressive. And we could go up the stairs, but I like to go up this way. I'm not even joking. I do that off stream. We have our bamboo farm, our bees, and the original Heart Grove. A little netherwort farm. Bowie's the only one that makes potions. By the way, this is Bowie's witch hut. Bunch of dogs, Valiente, Maria Robarkneck, and Shadow the Edge dog. Have some allays, a chicken. Chickens. I need to burn these. It's time for trash disposal. Fuck. I picked some of them up. Flint and steel. That movie has permanently altered my brain chemistry. I hate it. We have this little fishing dock with a fishing rod. We have Sugar Slime Sweets. This is Toxie's bakery. If I show you the back, she'll get mad at me. There's not much back there other than her stuff. This is my starter house, my little boat. My son, his name is BMO. Named after my favorite cartoon character. BMO from Adventure Time. Spitball set. We got my crew. My crew of swashbucklers. Spitball Sal, Eye-Eaten Gar, Greedy Glorp, my daughter Captain Pho. That's a new member. I haven't named them yet. These are my prisoners. They were caught stealing, and now they work for me. And this is another crew member. He doesn't really say much. And my dog Parappa. I've never played Parappa the Rappa. I played PlayStation Brawl Stars, and he was in that. I just watched that zombie turn into a drowned. Okay, that's not something you see constantly. Let's go this way before we go. Let's zig before we zag. Of course, we have these little boat docks. A bridge. We have my friend Echo's place. Echo lives in a tree. Hold up, recently, another person you have yet to meet has joined the server. Maybe she'll be introduced, maybe not. I don't know. I actually don't know her terms on being on streams yet. She makes content. We have Sealy's little tree stump. Icarus. Stay. We have my house. So, you know, we got cupboards that have nothing in. I feel like there's something in one of these. No, there is. There's got to be something somewhere here. I know damn well either me or one of my partners hid shit in my house. Oh yeah, my old shield. It's supposed to look a lot better. It's supposed to be swirling blue and orange hearts. Then we have my bedroom. The floor sounds pretty in here. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I put amethyst under the carpets so it would sound pretty. And there's dog bowls made from pots. I think I saw that on Instagram. I get a lot of my build tricks from Instagram. And up here we have the attic. There's a wither skeleton up here. I don't have a closet. Well, I do have a closet for my skeletons. There's a staircase up to the roof because Boy really likes to get on the roof and jump. So I was like, you know, just make it easier. Me when I'm in, when I'm dead and a skeleton. Real. There's a project Sealy's working on. They're making a really big tree and they're basically gonna hang an entire village from it. That's gonna look really cool. And we have the work in progress community center. So far, all we have is storage, and that's not even done. So, you know, it's gonna be a lot. Let me show off some of our other areas. We have one other area. Here is our Mesa outpost. Let me sleep so I don't get attacked. Also, Star, I originally read that me when I'm in debt and a skeleton. Like you were trying to do a Jersey accent through text. I don't like reading, so my brain likes to try and fill in the blanks. Here is the fighting arena, gladiator arena. Battle. This is where we are going to host the tournament to find out who gets to keep the dragon egg when we fight the Ender Dragon. Which we're gonna do after this. Let me also show you something not yet on the server. I know what I'm doing. We go into my creative world, of course. I might as well show off the build here. Here's a pretty cool... I've been trying angled builds. So it's builds that look good from certain angles. Like this looks really cool. I'm very proud of this. But as you can see, I sort of didn't do the best. I also did this. I put a smaller version of this on here after. I also really love these coarse dirt and dirt paths. I like using dirt as a block, but it's hard because grass spreads to dirt. But if you surround it in coarse dirt, it doesn't. Of course, here's the original mock-up of the arena. And here's a little thing I've been working on. So basically, the fighters will go in here, stand on the target block, right-click the note block. It's my favorite kind of button. And they are now ready for battle. And in the arena. I think it's really cool. It took me 2 hours to do this. Maybe 3. I don't remember. But it's got all the works. It's got a fucking flush trapdoor. It's got armor equippers. It's got sound. It's got piston stuff. That's really cool. Also, another one of those angled builds I did. This little cherry tree. I think's pretty cool. It looks even cooler at night. Also, welcome in, Firebot. But yes, very fun stuff. I'm gonna have to put two of those in here, and that's gonna take me even longer, because I'll have to be doing it in survival, and I have to dig out the area, and I have to closely examine screenshots. So that's gonna be fun. I also have to gather the stuff to make it, which is why I've cleared out that slime chunk. Supposed slime chunk. I haven't used a website to check. Because it feels a little cheaty. And, you know, for Heartlight, I'm trying to have a very genuine experience and a less optimized experience. Like, if I was going for optimized, I would have shulker boxes by now. But I don't play Minecraft to go through the game fast. I play Minecraft to have fun. I say as I go down one of the fastest modes of transport. A child! He's hitting me with a spoon. Stop that. That's not what those do. Those are for eating soup. Not for beating me up. That's not nice. I don't like that. Stop hitting me with a spoon. He's already dead. Fuck. This has just become like a Thunderdome for mobs to come and crash. God, I'm having issues. What the fuck? added difficulty, I guess. Mobs aren't that big of a problem. They're pretty stupid. But yes, Heartlight is completely vanilla. I don't even use Fabric or any plugins. The only thing on the server are texture packs and data packs. So technically, you don't need to install a single thing to play on the server. Which is exactly the way I like to do it. I'm the type of person where I like my servers to have it either minimal amounts of mods or to just be vanilla. Because, you know, that's how I've played Minecraft my whole life. It's what I'm comfortable with. And I use a lot of texture packs, but this is all visual. And even then, it's not that big a difference. Like GUIs, some animations, because they're pretty. There's a really cool Illager and Villager overhaul, but it doesn't work for 1.28, 1.21.8 yet. Oh yeah, you want to see some cool stuff? You want to see some cool things that are part of this server? Near. And then I go up. And then down. So this alone is really cool for building. But recently, the pack creator added an extra feature. They can be used as zip lines. And it's very cool. You can even put mobs on them. I haven't tried that yet. But I do know being able to write on them is really cool and gives me a lot of stuff to work with. Also, once we defeat the Ender Dragon, I will likely be doing the same thing I did on Copper Valley, which means I will try to do everything when it comes to transportation except use the Elytra. I'm the #1 Elytra hater. I don't actually hate the Elytra. I just think it trivializes all other forms of transportation. And I think that we should have fun. Of course, I'm joking. People play this game to have fun in many different ways. My way is very different from someone who's new to the game. I've sort of given up all progression. Sorry, I was thirsty. Bonk. Anyways, let's put this stuff back. It's everyone's favorite part of a Jade and the Bun stream. It's when she sorts through her chests. I shall defeat you and take your eyeballs. God, I keep doing that. I keep thinking it's a shulker. Your defeating will come soon. I just need a second. God damn it. Never mind. I guess I don't get to fight the Enderman. The rain said, fuck you, you don't get Ender Eyes. Or Ender Pearls. God, I forget. I found out more stuff about ants. Do I remember what most of stuff was? No. That's a mood. Sometimes I just watch videos about clouds and weather. I've had a weird hyperfixation on like weather and tornadoes recently. And I don't remember a damn thing. I watched the video to entertain. I learned, and if it ever comes up, it'll probably come back to me. But that's just sort of a thing I do. Unless I need the information, I don't have it. Sorry. Recollecting information is a very difficult thing. Alright, let's see. What shall we do this stream? We've spent half an hour just showing people the world. There's this trail ruin, but I think someone wanted to dig that out with me. There's this mine shaft. Oh, that's cool. We love Firebat and their ant facts. Firebat, I genuinely appreciate you being on my channel. You genuinely make this a more interesting place. Because now, if people want to learn ant facts and you're here, they can. Because ants are fucking cool. This is a very large plains area. I could do a lot out here. I should also do stuff in the sky now that we have happy gas. Also, I just realized the clouds are noticeably different. Like, of course, I already knew that. But, like, I haven't actually taken a minute to actually look up Yeah, the clouds look cool. Isn't there like a creeper cloud somewhere? Am I gonna start looking for the creeper cloud? Yeah, but nature's scary. That's fine. I see it. I see the creeper cloud. Chat, we found it. I want to go stand under it. I want to go look up at the creeper cloud. But also, what beauty exists without being a little scary? Everything that's beautiful is also scary. Even cats can be scary. They're assholes. And they have sharp claws. Those two are not a great combination. I don't care that I'm going through this much. That's a really cool spot. I don't care that I'm going through this much effort. Hold up. Am I going to get to look at this at the top of that mountain? Huh. This is a really cool mountain. I got to build on here. I want to stand right under it. Can I get a screenshot of the sun peeking through it? It ate the sun. The creeper cloud ate the sun. What the fuck? How could it? Now there's no more sun. Terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through, shoots an arrow through my heart, and I sound like a but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I loved you Start. Woo! Anyways, this is a really cool basin. I could build a quarry here. That would look cool. We love KK Slider covers. Da, 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 da. I love to explore. Sorry, I was checking Discord. I got notifications. It was just a notification on my channel or my server and hereafter that I'm live. By the way, I have a Discord. It should be linked in my description or bio. So, you know, if you want to join, just join, agree to the rules, and boom, you're in. And if I know you well enough, like, you know, if I talk to you outside of streaming, I'll probably give you the fucking studio role. Because I do have a couple friends that aren't in my server, and I'd give them the studio role if they were. Oh, I can update this. Huh. Emo. Alright, let's see. Let's build something, even if it's small. Doesn't have to be anything specific. I just want to build something. Let's see. Build an anthill to confuse people? I can 100% do that. I used to get dirt in some sort of way. That was fast. Let me think of something. Well, actually, I could just go to the mangrove swamp. It's not a very sightly mangrove swamps, so I'm not too bugged about, you know, messing with it. You know what? To honor the god of ants, we shall build an anthill. Come on, Floob. We need to go get mud for our anthill. We'll also need to get item frames and figure out which item looks most like an ant. Probably flint, right? Flint looks pretty ant-like. Oh yeah, this is mainly water. Cocoa beans? Cocoa beans do look a lot like ants. Okay, so our options are flint, cocoa beans. Maybe we get something that like goes in a line, but is still scattered so we can make like lines of ants. Maybe ink sacs? Ink sacs kind of look like ants. Apparently autumn died here. Huh. Okay. Here, I have the perfect test in mind for once we have our mud. For what looks most like ants. Another option we have is I could make player heads. Because remember, I make skins. I could make ant player heads. Where'd the lead go? Oh. Floob, you are so much more well-behaved than Finn. Meow. Because we're going to make like a massive anthill. Not like massive, but it's going to be a lot bigger than a real life 2-scale anthill. Okay, come on, Floop. I will leave you here with the boat. About 4 stacks of this stuff should work. Yeah, I'm very much leaning towards the player head idea. I'm gonna need to die a lot, but you know, it's fine. It's worth it. Okay, just the last stack. I don't remember inviting you. Alright, now Floob, you stay put while I take a nap. What did I just... Oh, never mind. Question, Firebat. If I were to put any ant, what ant would you like me to put in? And where is that ant from? Like, what kind of climate? Because in nearby access to us, we have a plains, a jungle, and a savanna. I also could put it out in the mesa if you really want. So pick any ant that is from a warm climate. Why am I stopping? The water still goes. Beep bop, beep bop. I'm also tempted to do the underground part. Just have a person-sized anthill. Maybe I'll even make my own species of ants. Fire ants and Argentine ants. Alright. Would you like one of those, or would you like us to make a custom species? The supermassive leaf litter ant, only found within the jungles of Heartlight. Just gonna put this in a chest. Actually, oop. I wonder if she'll notice. Excellent. All right. Well, time to look up references for anthills. Because if I'm gonna make a custom one, I'm probably putting it in the jungle. Okay, let's see. I don't have much built in that direction yet. Or that direction. I think I'm gonna try and build over here. Alright, let's get ourselves... Do we have gravel? Yes. Another 2 stacks of coarse dirt. These are spruce leaves. Okay. Don't need the bottle. Hold up. Oh yeah, we gotta... I was gonna say the armadillo scoots look like ants. But I'm probably gonna do the heads. Okay, let's get a bunch of spruce because that looks the most like dirt. All right. Now we need some mud. Perfect. Let's do it right here. This seems perfect. We are going to do one of those taller ones. Again, this isn't to ant scale, this is to player scale. Let's sleep. Okay, this looks like a pretty decent shape. Now let's sculpt a little. Okay, that looks like an anthill. Now let's... well. Texture. Mhm. All right, let's take a step back and look at that. Nice. And now we just finish texturing and shaping with some spruce. Let's see. I want to make it possible to get in. So you can jump up here. Okay, you can get in. All right. That is the outside of the anthill. And now we take a look inside. We're gonna throw a little twist on this. Because I do want people to get in and out. So we're gonna add a little bit of comedy. Like, ants like to store things, I'm gonna put chests in there. Ants can't use chests, but it's pretty funny. I want to keep the tunnels dim, but I don't want mobs to spawn in them, so I'm going to use glow lichen to light it up. So it still has a natural, you know, light source. Okay, let's get us some decoration blocks. Yeah, about 6 beds should be good. Mhm. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Let's see. Yes, I have barrels and chests. Okay, so what all do ants usually have? I know they have storage. They have areas to have babies. And that's about the extent of my knowledge. A room for the queen. What if I give the queen like a little throne? Ants have a graveyard. Thank you. Okay, let me light up the area around the ant hills so things aren't jumping in and annoying me. Beep ba 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 da da da. And it's above ground? Okay. So I think here is where I'll put ant storage. Won't be huge because this is just a small little build. But it will branch off to other rooms. And also I will probably build a graveyard down here simply for the sake of sort of consistency over realism. Because, you know, I like being cartoony. It's funny. I'm gonna need to go up and grab a bunch of dirt. Some zombie just watched me climb out of a giant fucking anthill. Why didn't he die in 2 hits? That's weird. Okay. Mhm. up, up, up. Okay, now we need to texture. I don't need to go heavy on it, just, you know, have texture. And for the floor, we'll have a little bit of gravel. Simply because that makes sense to me. And in this room, we'll have some mud. Okay, now let's put in storage. Oh wait, no, this is the ants crafting table, not mine. Okay, we have the first room. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about the storage room? Excellent. Then we will have this diverge into the queen's room and the graveyard. Now the queen's room and the baby room. Actually, the queen's room will go into the baby room. The sleeping room will go into the graveyard. I shouldn't make the graveyard and the sleeping room connected. I should probably make the graveyard completely separate. Okay, this is the queen's room. Her throne will be right here, and behind it will be where they keep all the larvae. And then this way I shall put the sleeping quarters. Perfect. Honestly, I can just put all the access stuff in these barrels. Building the storage room first really helped. I can put the graveyard this way. Mhm. Okay, that is a room for the graves. We'll do this first since this looks like it's going to be the easiest. Mhm. Oh, okay, now that it's been dirted up. Mhm. Okay. Now we put our tiny little tombstones. And that is the ant graveyard. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of stone after this. I'm running a bit low on dirt again, though. Bang. dirt is what I needed. Mm. Grass is a very dangerous thing down here. It could very much fuck with my build. Mm. I want the player to go down here and feel like an ant. Mm. Mm. I'd explain my thought process, but there's not much of one. My thought process currently is dirt. And that's about it. Bumblebeans. It'd be really nice to have resin for this build. Maybe once I get some resin, I'll come back and put it in here. Alright, time for things to get a bit coarse. Of course. Alright, and something that I should have already done, but didn't, is put in packed mud. Mhm. Now that's looking a lot better. Mhm. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, I think that is all the gravel put in. Now I can just decorate. Mhm. I think stone bricks can pass sort of as larva. I don't want to go back up for more resources. Yeah. What are we thinking of the anthill so far? Hope y'all are liking it. That was a very shitty joke. Okay, now let's do some beds. Yep. If I were an ant, I would want to sleep in this. Okay, we have the throne. Just looks like a big sofa. It's fine. Ooh. She built with campfires, and I guess she wanted them to be like that. Okay. Okay, now we have a ladder up. I guess I'm off to relight some campfires. But yes, this is a new person. Okay, let's get to a spot, because I'm going to be tabbed out for a second to make the ant. Okay, lock bench. No, I guess that works. Okay. Doesn't matter what model we put it on. Heartlight ant. I'm going to make these little guys red. We don't need any of this, because we're just doing the head. This will be where the abdomen meets, I think, the thorax. Mm-hmm. These look like little ants, right? They're not very detailed, but they don't need to be. As long as you know they're ants. New head. Heartlight ant. And then we'll make another one. Queen. And we'll give this one a little crown. Okay. What's a good way to die a lot? I have an idea. First, let's deposit everything. Okay, now I need my bed, these 2 stone bricks, and the scaffolding. That should be enough to kill me. Let's get ourselves about 16 ant heads. Now, I just need to open my launcher. Ah, I can't open the launcher while I have the game open. I also can't open Modrinth with the game open. Fuck. Uh-oh. Things are working wonkily now. Ah. Beep. Beep boop. Okay. There we go. First, let's test if this works. Yes. Okay, cool. Now we disconnect. I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way, which is through the website. Sign into my Minecraft account. Change skin. Select file. Skins. Heads. Heartlight and. Upload. Now if we go back into Heartlight, we have the ant. Cool. Now we just need to die like 8 times. Nah, 16 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we go down and grab those. We have our ants. And now we do it one more time with the queen. Alright, and now we go back to being me. That was fun. And I have an extra one on my heads. Okay, now I get rid of this. And this is the final bit we need for our anthill. I do that so often. It's so annoying. Okay, let's put some ants going in a line this way. One going up the hill. This one's mourning his fallen brothers. These ones are looking in storage. Here's the queen. These ants are praising their lovely queen. And this one is protecting the larvae. Alright, Firebat. The ant hill is complete. What are your thoughts? Fantastic. Hell yeah. Alright, well, I think that is going to be it for today's stream. I had a lot of fun building all this. I got more done than I thought we would, because I was sort of just running around, and then I was like, oh, anthill. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!